Welcome children, class 9 foundation level course atomic structure chapter 4 Ncert. On this chapter, this is the lecture 1. First topics I am going to discuss in atomic structure. First, basic idea of Dalton's atomic theory, Rutherford experiment, Bohr's theory, and atomic number, mass number, valency and valence electron. Valency and valence electron. These are the topics I am going to discuss one by one. First, you know, building blocks of every matter is atom. Atom, few atoms combine together to give a molecule. According to Dalton's, it was the idea that atom is not divisible, but later on by Thomson and candle rays, Thomson experiment, cathode rays, from so many experiments, it was proved that atom contains three fundamental particles. Atom contains three fundamental particles. One is negative charge electron, other one is photon, and third one is neutron. This is the basic three fundamental particles atom having. Now, what is the structure of atom? This was the great challenge to scientists. What is the structure of atom? In this regard, first model given by Thomson clamp pudding model. In this model, we think that if we imagine Thomson model, according to Thomson model, if we imagine a pudding, then all dry fruits, cherry, cashew, cherry, suppose cherry, they are arranged in positive. Suppose there is a positive, it is the pudding. All our negatives are there. They are distributed equally in such a way that total positive charge equal to total negative charge. That means these negative electrons are spreading over the pudding. All puddings are constituted, suppose there is a positive, or you may imagine if we consider there is a positive cloud or positive ocean, inside the positive edible part of the watermelon, black seeds are electron. That means in watermelon, if you cut watermelon, you see some black seeds. These black seeds, imagine these are the electrons. So edible part, the red edible part of the watermelon gives you the positive, and the seeds, black seeds are called, that is electron. So this is the model, Thomson plum pudding model, or we can compare this model as watermelon model also. Pudding model in the sense that if you imagine the cherries, pieces of cherries distributed over the pudding will give you the presence of electron, and number of electrons and positive particles distributed over pudding are equal. So if you imagine in that way also, if you consider the pudding that cashew nut will give you the positive sense and cherry will give the negative, then both are equal to make it neutral. So this is the first model, Thomson model. This model was rejected because so many natural phenomena could not be explained, stability of the atom and how electrons are distributed in this way. So this model was totally rejected. After that, plum pudding model by Thomson or watermelon model by English imagine, Rutherford experimentally observation came for atomic structure, Rutherford model. Now, first, what is the Rutherford model? I am considering Rutherford model now. What is the Rutherford model? Now, imagine that there is a Rutherford model. Now, Rutherford model is similar to, in some sense, similar to solar model. You know, it is visible to us the sun is the center of the solar system and all planets are moving at different orbits in solar system. Rutherford's model can be comparable to that solar model. In that case, one basic difference you can tell: in solar model, one planet cannot jump from one orbit to other orbit, but Rutherford model, later I am coming. The Rutherford, after experiment, what model Rutherford gave us, I am coming, and in this model we observed one experiment was done. First experiment, Rutherford experiment. He took a very thin gold foil. He took very thin gold foil, and he did throw near about 20,000 alpha particles. You know, alpha mass 4 massive particles and charge alpha like this. So he did throw 20,000 alpha particles to the gold foil towards a gold foil. Sometimes question may be asked, why Rutherford chose gold foil? Why he chose gold foil? Because gold is a malleable metal. If it can be done very thin, thickness can be minimized of the gold foil, near about 1000 atoms gold foil, and it threw 20,000 particle through the gold foil. What he observed? He observed his observation that like this, the maximum particles passing through the gold foil. Maximum particles passing through the gold foil. Few of them, 1 or 2 out of 20,000, they are bouncing back. They are bouncing from the gold foil. The maximum particle passed through the gold foil. 2 or 3 out of 20,000 bounced back from the gold foil. Alpha is a positive charged particle. They repelled by the gold foil, and maximum passed through the gold foil. Now question arises, from this experiment, Rutherford concluded that since maximum particle passing through the gold foil, so there is a huge empty space in the gold foil, or atom having huge empty space through which this particle passing, and 1 and 2 bouncing back by repelled by the middle portion, which is very massive, very small portion massive, middle portion very massive, and contains positive charge. That means middle portion, conclusion he draw, means maximum portion empty, atomic maximum portion empty, radius will be 10 to the power minus 10 meter, atomic radius and 10 to the power minus 15 1 Fermi, that is radius of the nucleus. Now Rutherford concluded that atom maximum portion empty through which maximum alpha particle passing, and middle portion is positively charged. Since it is positive, so alpha positive repelled by this nucleus, and very massive high dense zone, that is called nucleus. So middle portion is nucleus. Middle portion heavy, positive, and that is called nucleus. Now inside the nucleus there are 2 particles are present. One is proton, that is positive, for which the alpha particles was bounced back. Another is negatively charged, neutral, that is the neutron. Now from this model, Rutherford model, one conclusion you can draw that maximum portion empty, middle portion massive positively charged, and from this massive positively charged all particle bounced. Now this Rutherford model can be you can compare like this. You can compare like this. If you imagine whole atom is a football ground, whole atom is football ground, whole atom is football ground, then if you place a marble in the middle of the center, that is the nucleus, whole ground is the atom. So you see, if you compare, the marble size is very small, but football ground is very large, maximum space. Or you can imagine an onion. If you peel the layers of an onion, then you will reach a white portion at the middle, onion. You see onion, different layers are there, and this is the nucleus, and this is the layer of onion. That is our orbits. These layers are orbits. Clear? Now, Rutherford thought that alpha particles are revolving surrounding the nucleus. Alpha particle revolving surrounding the nucleus as planet revolves around the sun. So, structure of the atom comparable to the onion, where the white middle portion is known as nucleus of the onion, and others envelop one by one. If you peel, they are getting different layers. They are called orbits of the atom. This model is very useful to us, but this model also rejected. Why this model was rejected? That I am going to explain with you. Now, first thing, question. First, I have asked you the atom having a maximum space empty, middle portion heavy, high dense zone, that is nucleus, having particles positive and neutron. But Newton development was occurred in 1932 by Chadwick, not by Rutherford. But you see, Rutherford model, if we accept, then Rutherford could not explain the stability of the atom. Rutherford model could not explain the stability of atom. What does it mean? As the electrons are moving, they are at every moment charge particle electron velocity changes. Charge particle, moving charge particle electron velocity changes due to change of direction. So if I ask you, in this case electron are revolving, but every moment direction of the electron changes, velocity changes. So we may say that charge electron velocity changes, that means electron is accelerated. According to electrodynamics, charge electron accelerated, so it will radiate electromagnetic energy. So it will radiate electromagnetic energy. Clear? It will radiate electromagnetic energy. But due to continuous pull by the nucleus on electron, electron will fall on the nucleus. It will fall on the nucleus. On the nucleus. Again I am telling, Rutherford model could not explain the stability of the atom in the sense, first to tell, electron revolving in circular path. At every moment velocity direction changes. Now that means there is acceleration. Velocity change, direction change means acceleration is there, and due to accelerated charge particle always radiate electromagnetic energy. So with passage of time, revolving electron will lose energy, it will weak to weaker, and due to continuous pull by the nucleus, electrostatic force is there. So it will, in spiral path, electron will fall on the nucleus. So accepting the Rutherford model, we failed to explain the stability of the atom. So this model was rejected. Now, so what we have learned, again I am telling you, Rutherford model, what foil Rutherford used? Answer is 20,000 particles, alpha particle used. What is the nature of the alpha particle? Charge is +2, mass is 4, as if it is the nucleus of the helium atom. How many particles near about he threw? At the back of the particles, gold foil, there is a scintillation occurs. That means zinc sulfide fluorescent screen was used. Observing this, some particles struck the screen. By observing scintillation, we can see so many particles are passing. So atom is a empty space maximum, middle portion is heavy and dense. Now, why few alpha particles bounced? Because due to repulsion between the nucleus and the alpha particle. Since alpha is a positive, so we can conclude that nucleus having some positive, in the later on it was a proton, it was observed, and nucleus there are two particles, it was established, one is the neutron, other is the proton. Now, why the electron is not at rest? It is, imagine, why revolving? If electron does not revolve in orbit, then due to continuous electrostatic force, it will fall on the nucleus. Rutherford told us that electron revolving surrounding the nucleus. As a result, two forces are there. One is force, that is centrifugal, other one is electrostatic. Electrostatic force is there. So if I ask you how many forces are acting on the electron in a orbit, you write down two forces are acting on the orbit. One is the Coulomb force in between electron and the nucleus. Other one is the due to rotation of the earth. Due to rotation in the orbit, outside there is a force, that is the centrifugal force. So I am writing two forces are acting on the electron in orbit. Now, according to Rutherford, two forces are there. One is the JD. This is the orbit electron. This is the radius r. Electrostatic force. Equal to centrifugal due to rotation. Since it is foundation level course, my dear children, always you extra information you gather in class 9 only. So you can write due to rotation mv square by r equal to Coulomb force. It will learn in class 10. Product of the charge of the nucleus, charge of the orbit by r square. This equation satisfied in Rutherford model. Clear? M is the mass of the electron, V is the velocity in orbit, R is the radius of the orbit, Z is the charge of the nucleus, and E is the electronic charge. So this is the Coulomb's law. According to Coulomb's law, force between the two charge system, one is Z, other is E, R square. This is the Coulomb force balanced by the centrifugal force. But Rutherford could not explain the stability because electron is accelerated charge particle, radiates electromagnetic energy. As a result, in spiral path, it will fall on the nucleus. So, where Rutherford fails, then Bohr's theory comes out. Bohr's theory we get. So one, according to first concept of Bohr's theory is that electron will rotate in a orbit, principal orbit, where from no energy is radiated. There is a concept of stationary orbit. Concept of stationary orbit. What is stationary orbit? Concept of stationary orbit means electron will move in stationary orbit. Electron will move in stationary orbit. What does it mean? First, concept of stationary orbit comes. Electron will move in stationary orbit. Stationary orbit is an orbit where electron moves in circular path. No electromagnetic energy is radiated. Number two, in that case, in that orbit, MVR equal to NH by 2 pi. Clear? MVR means mass of the electron, V is the velocity of the electron, R is the radius of the electron orbit, N is quantum number. N value may be K, L, N quantum number, H is Planck constant. So M equal to mass of electron, V velocity of electron, R হচ্ছে radius of orbit, N principal quantum number, principal orbit number, quantum number. Now let us clear the board. Now MVR is known as angular momentum. MVR is angular momentum. So in language we can tell MVR is angular momentum is integral multiple h by 2 pi. H is Planck constant. What is H? H is Planck constant. You will Planck constant. Its value is 6.34 10 to the minus 34 joule unit is there. So H is the Planck constant. Okay. You calculate from numerical value I am telling. Planck constant E equal to equal to H nu equal to H 1 by T time E equal to joule. So H by T. So it will be H equal to joule time, joule second. So unit will be 6.34 like this, 6.6 like this, 10 to the power minus 34 joule second. So H value. Now angular momentum MVR, always remember angular momentum of electron in orbit MVR equal to NH by 2 pi. This formula you will learn in class 11 again in atomic structure, but those are appearing for if you took science, if you target medical, or if you target engineering children. So from the very beginning, from the 9, you give extra 24% to 40% syllabus, basic concept. You clear in 9 only. Then it will possibility of getting chance will be more when you are appearing for exam. So few terms you accustomed in class 9. So I am foundation level course from Sir Royal Physics I have started. Now in the middle one thing I want to tell, I shall try my level best compiling all basic concept from my experience. I am teaching you one by one chapter wise Ncert and I am giving you most information on the topic. I am trying my level best to make your concept clear, so that your base level will be very strong when you are promoted to 11 or 12, or you are appearing for any course organized by all India level, that is Akash or LN or whatever may be. you will get benefited. I know many maximum students don't get benefit. They attend the class but they fail to understand what the topic is being taught, because they were not serious from the very class 9. So I should give praise. Syllabus, you in depth syllabus you complete in class 9 only. At the same time, another thing I am telling, if this channel foundation level course for 9 physical science helpful to you, so I tell my dearest child, all those are listening, those are consulting my channel, please subscribe and encourage me to do further lecture more effective for you. Now, third postulate I am telling you, if electron jumps from orbit L to K, then electromagnetic energy will come out. So from higher orbit, when electron jumping to lower orbit, then we are getting difference of energy will be radiated as electromagnetic wave. So three basic postulates you consider. One is electron will move in a stationary orbit, where from no radiation takes place. Number 3, that in that orbit angular momentum is conserved, that is mvr equal to nh by 2 pi, that is angular moment is integral multiple h by 2 pi. N is principal quantum number, m is the mass of the electron, v is the velocity of the electron, r is the radius of the orbit. Now, for your convenience, I am telling you that energy in a orbit equal to minus 13.6 electron volt by n square. Always remember that 1 electron volt energy means 1.6 10 to the power minus 19 joule. This formula you always remember. That means 1 electron pass through 1 volt. 1 electron volt energy equal to minus 13.6 eV by n square. N is the orbital number. So this is the easiest formula you can use when you calculating orbit energy. For n equal to k, l, m, n, in this way you can imagine. So this is the value, and Rn will be radius of the nth orbit equal to 569 n square angstrom. This is the energy of the orbit, and this is the radius of the orbit. Thank you. After that, that means what I have taught today. According to Dalton, atom was not visible, but after research, so many years research, it was proved that atom is divisible, and we are getting 3 subatomic particles. One is electron moving at different orbits surrounding the nucleus. Nucleus is dense, middle portion having positive charge proton. Another particle, that is neutron, they are under nuclear force inside the nucleus. Size of the nucleus is Fermi unit. 1 Fermi equal to 10 to the minus 15, and 1 at size of the atom is angstrom unit, 10 to the minus 10 meter. So atom is huge like the playground, and middle of the center there is a marble, that is the nucleus. Or imagine onion. I have told you different layers will give you the orbit, and middle portion, white portion, is give you the nucleus. And then I have taught you the Bohr's theory. Last thing that I consider with you, what is the atomic number and what is the mass number. What is the atomic number and mass number? And valence electron with example. What is the atomic number? This is the atom. Here we are getting neutron and proton. So number of protons or indirectly contain number of electrons, that is atomic number. Atomic number. Or mass number equal to number of neutron plus number of proton. That is mass number. That is atomic number. As for example, chlorine. You can write 17, 35, or oxygen, you can write 6, 8, sodium, that is 11, 23. So lower you write down the proton number, atomic number, upper portion is the mass number. Sometimes you can write in this way also, 35, 17, or 8, 6, sodium 23, 11. So this is very important term, atomic number and mass number. I should suggest all my children, those are applying for any competitive exam, or those are thinking they will take science, having aptitude for science, are interested, they should make a chart of the atoms, the atomic number and valence. They should memorize all the chart. Now question is, from atomic number is important in the sense that atomic number or electronic configuration, atomic number is that gives you the number of protons, that is equal to number of electrons. In that case, number of protons, you tell number of protons for this one, number of protons 11, electron number 11. Now question is, how electrons are distributed in an atom. There is a formula, number of electrons in nth orbit equal to 2n square. If n equal to 1, that means k orbit, you are getting number of electrons 2. That means 2 into 1 square 2. So k orbit having electrons 2. Similarly L bracket 2 having electron 2 into 2 square 8. Then KL M 3, then it is 18. Clear? So 2n square formula you write down. But later on you are getting more principal quantum number, that is the angular quantum number, azimuthal quantum number, angular quantum number, spin quantum number. Class 11 we will learn one by one. Very important chapter. Always remember, if you are very strong in periodic table, chemical bonding and atomic structure, then your chemistry part will be very easy for you. Now again I am taking number of electrons n orbit to n square. If n equal to 1, that is k orbit having 2 electrons. If n equal to 2, that is 2, then you have 8, and m equal to 3, that is 18. If any atom having 8 electrons on the last orbit, that is inactive or inert atom. Neon, argon, krypton, not helium. Helium it will be 2. Now I am telling this number of protons is atomic number. Atomic number controls the atomic properties of the atom. Always remember. If I ask you, electronic configuration or atomic number will regulate the chemical properties of the atom. I am writing chemical properties controlled by atomic number. Clear? So chemical property controls by atomic number. Those atoms having same atomic number will show same chemical properties but little bit different physical properties. So I have given you idea regarding the atomic number. What is the atomic number? Number of protons. What is the mass number? Number of protons plus number of neutrons. Now I am teaching you valence and valence electron. Very last moment. I hope you will make patience. Whole video will help you. Suppose sodium 11 and 23, chlorine 17 and 35. So atomic number equal to 11. What is the electronic configuration? Electronic configuration use common sense 2n square 1 by 1 n equal to 1 k means 2 into 1 square 2, then 2 into 2 square L equal to 8, last one m equal to 1, so you are getting 281. Clear? So electronic configuration of sodium given by 281. Again I am telling, atomic number given 11, electronic configuration 2n square general formula. If n equal to 1, k orbit 2, n equal to 2, L orbit 8, then last one 1. Now remember, if during electronic configuration generally last orbit electrons, number of electrons last orbit, number of electrons last orbit equal to 1, that is the valence electron. That is called valence electron. So valence electron of sodium 1. So valence electron of sodium that is equal to 1. Clear? If valency electron is within 1 to 4, that is the valency, or equal to, write down, this is the valency. So what is the valency of sodium? That is 1. Because if valency electron less than equal to 4, that is the valency. Clear? Again I am telling, consider sodium. Generally less valence electron means the atom having metallic character. Again I am telling, if less valence electron 1, 2, 3, that means atom having maximum metallic character. Now chlorine, you see chlorine configuration, you write down 287. Here use 2n square 287, first 2, then 8, 7. Last orbit how many electrons are there? 7. So valence electron equal to 7, but valency not 7. If it is more than 4, then valence equal to 8 minus 7 equal to 1. Again I am telling, if valence electron within 4, that is valency. More than 4, then 8 minus valence electron will give you the valency. Again this is very important. First atomic number, stepwise thing. First atomic number, then you take proper electronic configuration, then you calculate number of electrons at the last orbit. If it is 1 to 4, that is the valency. If more than 4, 8 minus valence electron will give you the valency. More valence electron means the atom is more electronegative. So here sodium is electropositive and chlorine is electronegative. In gist, I am telling sodium is electropositive and chlorine is more electronegative. So if you know the character of the atom, many chemical equations can be controlled with the help of this concept. Oxidation, reduction or bonding, so many chapters, this is very useful. Which one is positive and what is negative? Because sodium last orbit electron 1, it can easily give up the electron. So electron leaving tendency more, so it will positive. And chlorine having the tendency 7, it can take one electron from another atom. So electron accepting capability high for chlorine, so it is electronegative. Thank you all. So all children, I am requesting, I am telling you again, if you go through my lecture and you cooperate with me, I am trying my level best to improve myself for your benefit. Yeah, if it is very helpful for your academic development, then you will subscribe my channel and encourage me, so I shall work hard for your benefit. Thank you all children.